The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 Marketplace just received a massive content injection, giving both airliner captains and scenic VFR pilots plenty of new destinations to explore. From high-profile European business hubs to stunning natural wonders and extensive city upgrades, this week's drop covers an incredible amount of ground. We're diving into the flagship airport release from I&I builds, Rini builds like London City and Southampton, alongside highly anticipated visual overhauls for iconic landmarks like the Niagara waterfalls. Plus, we've got a massive free Metropolitan update to look at. So let's see which additions are must-haves for your flight simulator. To keep this review running efficiently, I've organized the latest arrivals into 3 logical categories: UK and European hubs, the global regional network, and the handcrafted landmarks and night enhancements. Let's start with the busy runways of the UK. The first airport in the UK and European gateways is EGLC, Echo Golf Lima Charlie, London City Airport. Before we're gonna look at the screenshot of the airport, let's first look at how the default scenery looks like in Flight Simulator 2024. So, welcome to London City Airport. This is the default airport in Flight Simulator 2024. You can see that there is a lot of detail, to be honest. But if you would look closer and would compare it with the new scenery, you will be amazed how much detail has been added. There are some reviews already on the internet where they showcase you some nice additions which they created. For example, if we look here on the buildings, they're looking pretty basic. And if you would look at I&I Builds 1, it will amaze you how much detail they have added. And of course there's the interior which has been added by them. So have a close look at what we're going to show you in the next few seconds. This was released already, let's say, via Builds himself, but now it's available in the marketplace. And this is really a next level. I already saw several reviews on the internet about it. This really brings up the airport to what it should be in Flight Simulator 2024 by default, to be honest. The airport is located in East London, surrounded by iconic city skyline. London City Airport is renowned for its challenging steep approaches, compact layout, and distinctive docklands setting. It serves as a key for business and regional travel, and the airport offers a dynamic mix of domestic and European operations in an environment unlike anywhere else in the UK. Well, let's have a look at it. So this is the interior of the airport. You can also see that they spend time on the exterior of the airport. A lot of things are there. This is really, if you love, let's say, having a combination of high quality interior and exterior, then this is really a must-have. Here we can of course see the surroundings. We can see the runway which has been updated. We can see also other buildings. And of course an aircraft landing on the runway. Now let's see if they also include some other screenshots. It doesn't look like. Well, that's a pity, because I'd say I would have loved to see some more screenshots, because I saw several reviews already and it's really amazing. So have a look at this one. It's, to be honest, not that expensive for the quality you will get. And we stay in the UK because the next one is Echo Golf Hotel India, which is Southampton Airport, which is an international airport located in the south of the UK. And for example, a BA City Flyer flies there on a regular base. The airport serves over 700,000 passengers a year, including, let's say, a lot of, let's say, famous airliners, let's say, hopping on the airport and departing again, but also the ATR is there. So that's also really nice. And this is the airport, as you can see. A lot of detail. This one has also been created by I&I Builds. You can also see some static scenery. The exterior of the airport also being modeled. Let's say some branding, parking garage. A lot of, let's say, interior pictures, to be honest. So let's jump to the airport side. Yeah. Now we're back at square one. So not too many pictures, that's a pity, but this one is also pretty interesting to have a look at. Now we're jumping over to France. We're jumping to Marseille Provence Airport, Lima Foxtrot Mike Lima. Before we're gonna look at the screenshots of this airport, let's look at how it currently looks like in Flight Simulator 2024 using the default content. So welcome to Marseille Airport. This is the default scenery included in Flight Simulator 2024. You can see that there are a lot of things which are, let's say, already added, but the question is, how is the quality compared to the new package? If we come closer by, right, if we zoom into, and I would say lower or altitude with our drone, you can see that the buildings are, let's say, looking okay-ish, but the jetways as well as the, let's say, traffic tower, let's say, you can't access them. Of course, that's personal preference, right? If you want to look into the traffic tower or if you want to look into the traffic tower or maybe even into the terminal building, but you can see that the buildings are, let's say, there is wear and tear. Yes, that's correct. There are the jetways. There are a lot of supporting buildings also in the near area. There's the parking grid. But now let's look at how it looks like after installing and buying, of course, that new package which has been released. This airport has been created by a beautiful model of the world. And if we look at the screenshots, well, you can see a lot. I'm not gonna say give my judgment on some of these things, but here you can see the airport, including multiple terminals, including jetways, including also the parking spots which have been updated. There's a heliport also included. Several other supporting buildings are there. Night lighting has been adjusted. So this one's also pretty interesting, including the terminal building, including that you can walk to the airport. So also a pretty nice airport. And the next country we're going to visit is Greece. But we're back to INI builds / INI builds because they released Kintos Airport Lima Golf Zulu Alpha. This airport also received a massive update. As you can see, the interiors, there are people drinking coffee, cars being parked over here. You can see also, say, a lot of high quality cars being parked there. We've got the, let's say, aprons which have been updated. You can see also the surroundings of the airport. This is the tarmac. So super nice, but also look at these cars. These cars are also high quality. Maybe you're not interested in the cars surrounding the airport. I can imagine because it remains Flight Simulator. Also taxiways have been updated. And now we're back to the, I would say, first images. So also this one, super nice airport. So INI builds have been really busy pushing out new content to the marketplace. Now let's continue with the next group, which is the Global, Regional and Backcountry Network. And the first airport we're going to have a look at is Central Nebraska Regional Airport, Kilo Golf Romeo India by MSF Scenery Builders. As you know, they are not providing a lot of information. It's 3 miles northeast of Grand Island in Hall County, Nebraska. And let's jump to the screenshots where you can see a lot of, let's say, famous things where in this case this developer is known for. Not too many screenshots, but still a lot of detail which they have added. There are no school buses, but there are, I would say, some static sceneries like these helicopters, because this airport is both used by, I would say, citizens as well as by the military. So that's super nice that they combine this in this new package. Then Emerald Design has released Limberlost Ranch CA21. And you can see, let's say, a disclaimer. It requires more content to run because there's a dependency on this. But the good news is that the dependency is the Emerald Object Library, which is free. And this one, you can try it out for a day, you can rent it, or you can buy it. If you tried it, simply try it out for one day and then access will be, say, revoked. Rent, you pay this amount and then it will be deducted from the total amount once you decide to buy the airport. It comes with a lot of things, including hangars, including high-resolution asphalt apron near the hangar, a ranch house, a pool with depth, custom animated wildlife, environmental sounds which are updated, handcrafted terraforming. And if you look at the images, this is really suitable if you are doing bush trips, because you can see small aircraft, there's a hangar. It's not clear if you can spawn from the hangar. But also this is really if you love bush trips and simply walking around in Flight Simulator 2024, which is of course also an option, you can do that. And if you want to have, let's say, refreshment, you can even jump into the pool if you want. Comes with a lot of things, as you can see. This is really, let's say, high quality. But of course the question is, do you want to have this? Because it's a bush trip airport in this case, and you might prefer to fly around in Flight Simulator. And the last one in the second group is Zulu Bravo, Zulu Lima, Zlatan Zhengzhuang. Airport. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's located near the city of Zaalantun in Ulaanbaatar City, Inner Mongolia, Autonomous Region of China. It adds a lot of detail because here you can see it. It includes emergency trucks. It includes some supporting buildings and updated, in this case, aprons. And then also, say, taxiway signs look to be updated. So it's a nice one. Not a really big airport, but the interior is there. So if you prefer to fly in that area, then this could be one which you can put on your bucket list. And we arrived already at group number 3, the handcrafted landmarks, cityscapes and night enhancements. And the first one is the city update number 15, which has been released earlier this week, which focuses on the state of Illinois, Minnesota and Wisconsin. They focus on 8 areas of interest, AOIs, and they focus on high-fidelity, thin, triangulated, irregular networks, service texturing, including coverage of Chicago, Illinois, the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area of Minnesota, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, among others. So this is super nice. If we scroll down to the say images, you can see that this is the level you will get. So high quality, a lot of buildings, and the good news is it's for free. If you're running Flight Simulator 2024, you can decide if you want to download the package or you can simply stream it. It's up to you. And if you prefer to update your waterfalls, we're adding more dramatic animated water physics and overhauls, then Niagara Falls from CLI 4D is the package which you might want to have a look at because it updates the waterfalls to this. And I can imagine that you say, hey, it remains Flight Simulator, but this looks really cool. So have a look at it and then decide. From the same developer, there's also the waterfalls of Switzerland, Meiringen, where they also update the water. There's some poise also being added, high resolution textures, dynamic water effects, and they corrected the roads. And this is how it looks like. It also looks like that there's a heliport included, but that's not 100% clear. But this is how the waterfall looks like. They released waterfall packages earlier also, which are really adding more realism to Flight Simulator 2024. Then the next one is the Landmark Hawaii extension by Flynn Drive 4D. This is an extension for Flynn Drive 4D Hawaii Landmark pack number 1.4. And so keep that in mind, it's an addition, right? So really important. There are custom 3D terminal on the airports, and these are the airports. The 3D enhanced airports are also there, right? Hilo International, Kaneohe Bay, Wheeler Army Airfield, and there are of course a lot of animations. And if we scroll to the images, you will see what you will get. So you will get a lot of, I'd say, additions. Also some static scenery, of course. But hey, that's, I'd say, something which makes sense. But also a lot of hangars and other, let's say, buildings. And of course, then we've got those other things like the jet skis, etc. But no screenshots are included for those. From the steep glide slope into London City to the stunning roaring water physics of the Niagara Falls, this marketplace update significantly fills in the visual landscape for Flight Simulator 2024. It's great to see that developers keep continuing pushing new content to the marketplace. Some high quality, some maybe less quality, also some maybe more for, I would say, persons who prefer to land on high quality airports, while other ones might prefer to fly around over high quality VFR, let's say, objects. I want to hear from you. Are you going to be testing your landing skills at London City with the regional jets, or are you taking a low altitude helicopter tour around the new animated waterfalls? Let me know your top picks from this week's batch in the comments down below. If this structured marketplace guide helped you plan your next flight route or find us a new scenery upgrade, make sure to hit the like button and hope to see you back next week.